Greetings, mortals. I am the Fallen Shogun, and welcome to another Who's That Indie, bringing strategic, tactical, or survival games straight to your face holes. Today's indie game is Mars or Die, a kind of top-down tower defense game with like twin-stick shootery kind of elements. You are an astronaut, either Russian or American, in like the 1960s, 1970s on Mars. Now you're building up a little base and trying to survive. Now, I have not done the Americans, we're just doing the Russians on normal, and mission 4, let's have a look at it. Let's see, pile of steel, find a scout, we build the outpost, pretty simple. So the game bases itself on you need power sources. Press B. As you can see, power source has to be a solar panel. You build these, they have an area of effect. You can only have buildings powered around the area of effect. So, you need to have one solar panel. You also need oxygen. You actually have oxygen at the bottom right, as you can see. This is an oxygen supply. And you need miners. Miners gather you resources. Energy powers things. That's basically the entire game. And there's weird eyeball things everywhere. So let's get a auto miner. There. Let's get a solar panel. There. And that's it. That's literally all you need to build a base. So obviously the more miners you have, the more resources you have. You can also sort of dash around, but it actually uses your oxygen because you're pumping yourself around. So yeah, this is the Russian campaign. And here's the aliens. There are different types of them. They're all kind of eyebally and alien. But these are the Martians. So there's bigger ones, there's smaller ones. You can't really shoot up. You can't really aim up and down. So to actually shoot things on top of cliffs, you have to physically be on top of the cliff. You don't automatically aim up them, which is very annoying. There are a few interesting decisions in this game, if I'm honest, which we will be talking about as well. But this is the game. So each mission is kind of, you expand, you move about. If you need any kind of oxygen, you just build another base. That's literally, you literally just build another base. But there's a big guy down there. So yeah, we need an armory. This requires more resources. We're going to build a solar panel here. We're then going to build an O2 tank. Wait. Here. And obviously, yeah. Because it doesn't really seem to matter how much resources you lose. Now, you can go through your resources at the areas you build at. But like I say, that's now built there. It doesn't really matter. You can now build another one here. Because obviously I really want these resources. But yeah, each each solar panel powers everything in its circle. So you don't really need to worry about, power supplies, energy sources. If you have things within the circle, it's powered. That's literally how it goes. So it's extremely basic. And there are, of course, upgraded things going into the game. First, we're going to get, let's see, another solar panel. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's build an auto miner. There. Let's build a solar panel. There. Let's build another. Let's build an armory here. So yeah, like I say, once you have this powered, it's powered. That's how it works. There's no real need for anything else. And we're going to start building things. We're going to get an automatic turret. They're pretty useless though. 160 resources. How much we got? Got plenty of these. There we go. Build 2 of these. But yeah, this is the game. So it's extremely clunky. We'll go through that. It is extremely clunky. Like this building thing. Here, when you click it, you don't move it with the mouse. You move it with the WASD keys. So it feels really clunky. You can't just move it about. And going into it, how it frees everything, this feels odd. It could be a bar at the bottom. Like press 1, 2 or 3 and things. It literally takes you out of the gameplay and out of the combat to do it. So you do feel a major disconnect when that happens. It may seem a small thing, but that is a pretty big thing for a lot of people. Because everything which takes you out of the battle, of course, just is a major thing. Also that. Like you just said, I couldn't build this. And now it's saying I can build this. As far as I can tell, there has been no change in me doing that. Apart from, it just happened. So let's get some more turrets. Like you can see, resources here are now gone. So combat, like I say, is twin-stick shootery. It also feels a bit clunky, if I'm honest. Your robot, or not your robot, your little scientist dude does not feel like he controls very well at all. The game is out now. I actually was going to do a first impression. It's about a year ago, if I'm honest. But yeah, it doesn't feel like he controls very well. It is clunky. Combat is odd, because if the enemy is above you, you will shoot the floor. If the enemy is below you, you will shoot over them. So you have to very, very specifically fight them on the regular ground. You can't kill Anakin. You do not get the high ground in this one, but yeah. So you need oxygen, you need resources. Find the scout, let's do that. So let's go on our exploration. Now it might control better on a controller, but I have my doubts. The maps, however, are actually quite big, which is always a good one. The maps are big. There we go. Like I say, there's not too much in what you need to do. Turrets are a bit meh. There are heavier turrets on the American one, because, like I said, I'd never seen it before, so before I started, I quick boost. The first mission is all about building bigger turrets. Let's get another solar panel. Here. This looks like a spawn point, if I'm honest. Yeah, it takes like 4 shots from an auto turret to kill the enemy. Let's go in and find the scout. There we go. Like I say, if need be at any point, I can just build another small base so that it gets destroyed and get more oxygen that way. So there's enemies down there. Let's go find out. So we're getting 16 resources at a time. Of course, as I've said, resources do run out, so you do need to keep on finding more. Let's build another base here to actually power myself up. But yeah, it's not really too much. Like I say, it does feel clunky. They could have really streamlined it by having stuff at the bottom. It does feel like it is designed entirely with the controller in mind. Explorers feel inspired, consume less O2 in that. Okay. Let's wait for oxygen and we start fighting these guys. There is a box up top, as you can see, which will power me up a little bit more. But yeah, there's not really too much to talk about. The game's out now. It has been out for a little while, though not many people may have heard about it. It was a game I was really quite excited for, because the style is pretty interesting. But it's, it's alright. It's not something I'd say go out and get it now. If you see it on a sale, potentially go and have a look at it. As you can see, we're building a huge amount of resources. There we are. Another base over here as well while we're at it. But yeah, it's literally all it is. There's not really too much in the way of going on things. Some of the missions are a bit tougher than others, but mostly you'll be doing stuff like this. O2 requires 180, okay. And of course you need to keep on expanding, because otherwise you'll run out of energy. And, well, not energy, resources. As you can see, damage isn't really too great. I'm not taking 2 hits because I'm just showing what the weaponry of the turrets can do. It's not good. But yeah, the enemies aren't really smart. The combat isn't too exciting either. Like, it does feel more... Let's just go have this upgrade. What's this? Left, right control? Pistol clip and fire. So I have more ammo and I fire faster. Okay. Combat is very anemic. It just doesn't feel like there's any kind of strength to it at all, which is a bit of an odd one. Like, even the turrets do not feel very turrety. I'm hoping that gets changed in the future, but this is a first impression. That's why I do not do reviews. Even though I say I do a review, it's a first impression review. which means I've played enough of the game to show what it looks like, but not enough to know how it ends, or that it suddenly changes up. So for all I know, the game gets epic in the future, although I can't really guarantee that at this point in time, if I'm honest. I really can't. The combat does feel very meh. Go over here, build me an O2 tank. Like even the O2, you don't need to build greenery or anything. You just build this next to a solar panel and you get oxygen. There isn't really much variety. Like, this is basic. You don't need to build a greenery farm or anything nearby either. You just build an O2, you build a solar panel, and then you carry on moving. Okay. New objective alert, survive the Martian offensive. Okay. I've built defences everywhere. I'm pretty sure I can survive any offensive. Okay. So there we go, we have a random peasant. So I can find all the boxes and get all the things, get a bonus, but, you know. There we go. And maybe I will. Oh, there's another one. Automatic turret HP. Automatic turret lost. Turrets completed. What was that? My turrets exploded and rebuilt themselves. Are they actually spawning at these big gateways? If they are, we can destroy them. We'll have to see. One of three. Just can't quite build it there. Okay. Here we go, here they come. So they do come from those, that's fine. So I have multiple defences all over the place. As you can see, weapon fire kind of doesn't really... These shoot up and down, I just shoot straight up. Like you can even see on the wall where I'm hitting it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Easily dealt with. Okay, get me an O2. Now get me a solar panel. Get me an automatic turret. Get me another automatic turret. Get me another automatic turret. Get me another miner. But yeah, there's not really much to it. It's pretty basic in the grand scheme of things. It's nice that you can control your own person. Okay. Oh, the other guy. Okay, how do I switch control characters? Switch to Major Bob is Q, Scout Bean is E. Okay. There we go. Major Bob and Scout Bean. I was wondering why I was constantly getting that. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, that's done. Survive the Martian offensive. That's going to be pretty easy. Because the enemy, as you can see, don't attack too much. I know it's mission 4, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But it's not difficult. Even though I got attacked from this side, I still survived, destroyed another one of their forces. Like I'm just exploring. I really shouldn't be able to explore, but I am. Okay, let's build a quick base here. You will die if your O2 gets to the bottom. I says Q and E on the bottom, I didn't even notice that. You will die if you didn't build this, but like I say, it's pretty easy to rebuild. Like that. Suddenly straight back up to being normal again. Got plenty of resources. I don't even care how many I build. So I'm trying to find the last of these upgrades, because maybe I'll get bonus points. But yeah, it's pretty basic. More resources there if I need it. Making 26 a time. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing anymore. Here they come. What's up here then? Could build another base here. That's fine. Another base up there in the north. Dead easy. So yeah. Sounds interesting. The sound is a little bit anemic. There's no weight to any of the guns. The turrets don't feel like they have much weight. The music is very odd. As you can see, it's not like the enemies really cause me any issues. When you get to this base, you should have already built dozens of little resource bases. And turrets are so cheap. Because there's no power bars. If you want to put down an energy thing and 15 turrets around it, as long as you can fit them in, you can. So there's no real check to your power. If you have the resources, you can build it. And once you've got the resources, nothing really changes, like this. The enemy's not even getting close to me. Sounds like I've lost a solar panel somewhere. That I'm kind of curious about. Did I lose it down here? No, don't know where I lost that solar panel. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. There's too many bases. They can't actually stop me anymore. But there it is. This last one. No, not done them all yet. But yeah, the movement is also a little bit clunky as well, if I'm honest. Oh, there's another one. Shield HP. Okay, I need to build a base. Uh oh, I might actually die. Beat. Come on. So yeah, the greatest threat of death is literally you not building an O2 tank in time. And I didn't actually find the last of the resource crates. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, they killed it from up here. Okay. What the last one is then? There we go. But yeah, I've got plenty of defenses. They can't break through. I don't know where the last case is. Oh well. But yeah, it's the game. Like I say, the music doesn't really fit at all. I'm not sure it's going for communists or merry-go-round. But there you are. As you can see, the turrets are taking care of everything. The graphics are serviceable. They've obviously gone for a certain style. It's alright. You can tell exactly what everything is just by a glance. Like, you'd never get a solar panel confused with a turret. Never get a turret confused with a mine and stuff like that. There we go. Good pairing. I think it was. But yeah, there you go. This is the game. Like I say, if it's on sale, maybe get it. I wouldn't recommend it at its price, because I don't genuinely feel, unless it shows me something amazing soon, that there's not enough variety. That could just be a me thing. Maybe what you're seeing is you absolutely enjoy. That's why I show these things. Because indie games are, of course, indie games. Sometimes you find games which perfectly suit you, which I do not like. And that is perfectly okay. Should definitely be able to go down there. Right, there we go, we're done. Awesome, another mission down. Now unlocked endless. There we go, continue. 4, 6, 2 upgrades left. I didn't have to reanimate at all, perfect. There we go. So my team is now 2 people. Find the base conveyor upgrades complete under 5 minutes. Cool. And now we go back into it again. So now we have heavy turrets. But again, there isn't too much variety. You have a gun? No, you have a shield. You are, even though you're the scout, you're not really suited for scouting, are you? You just have to hope enemies don't find you. As you can see, my upgrades I got in the previous mission are all gone. So there's no real point finding them. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Do that. There we go. So yes, it's the game. This is Mars or Die. Oh, you're a bit tougher looker. What, you just a medium style? That it? Can I build one of these here? I've not got enough resources. I'll go back. So if you're running low on oxygen, obviously you don't want to use your oxygen to push back, but early on, you're probably never in risk of dying. At all. The enemy aren't that powerful, and they're very passive. Unless these things specify attacks, most of the time the turrets you need are just, you know, just for getting rid of enemies just in case. It's, and even if they do attack you, there's not really much you need to do. The enemy is passive, the enemy is pretty weak. You saw how quickly I was able to destroy them. Like even this. Just 2 shots, they're both gone. I can easily rebuild. Let's get... Wait. See, it said I'm missing resources even though I'm not. So there's a weird little glitch bug thing here and there which says you don't have resources for things you do. But the enemies aren't too tough. The enemies aren't too powerful. Escape doesn't actually go back even though it says it does. There we are. So heavy turret's a bit more resource. Let's build a heavy turret and see what it does. There we go. So missing some resources, even though it's not, because we can build it. There we are, heavy turret. Oh, it's just a regular turret with 2 guns. Okay. Oh, I was expecting a bit more, but I'll take it. Let's build 2. And there you are, it's the game. Slightly gives you more, but there's not really much in the way of variety. The enemies are all kind of similar. The defenders are all kind of similar too. There isn't really too much in the way of change. And you evolve by pushing out little bases. And obviously once you start getting to a point where you have huge amounts of little bases, It doesn't really matter what the enemy does, because they can wipe out a little base. But you will have other bases. And they always will. Because I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep on getting resources. I'm going to keep on getting bases up and running. So, yeah. You get to a stage where the enemy, no matter what they do, just cannot push you. Because how would they be able to if you have like dozens of these bases all over the place? And they are, like I say, look at them, extremely passive. They pose very little threat, ever. Even losing my stuff, they still pose very little threat. And here we go, I've got another base up and running. And because of the base on the other side, the enemy will find it very hard to even break through. So there you are. Another active base. So yeah, it works, it's playable. The graphics aren't really anything to cry about, and there isn't really too much in the way of the gameplay. Oops. A fully functional research centre is needed. Okay. Well, we're going to get attacked from here because that's an enemy spawn point, so, you know, build one of these heavies. The spinning is also automatic. Okay, let's do this. Build a research station. You're not really missing stuff, so I don't know why it keeps telling me that, because it's blatantly not, but there you are. Maybe the game's just confused what it needs to actually run. Now a quick check, I need to now actually check, I'm now suddenly curious. I think this game is actually full release, so that bug has been there now since it came out. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's mostly negative, expected. It's £18, about $20. And yeah, this book has been in there since I first checked it out ages ago. So yeah, it's out. I personally don't recommend it in any way, shape or form. But it was the kind of game you want, you've already known by now. Like, do I even care is the question. I really don't. I could have just come here, done this, and then left. I didn't need to do anything else. But yeah, it exists. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you like what you see, of course you can just go out and get it. I've been the Fallen Shogun. It's been another first impression. Who's that indie? Bringing strategic, tactical survival games to your face holes. There are better games out there. Much better games out there. But you know, if you like what you see, go get it. If you don't like what you see, I highly recommend other games out there which do similar kind of things. Either way, ciao for now, people. Be awesome, be epic, be seeing you.